What's up, Instagram? How you doing? Wanted to show you a little bit of the house. We're probably gonna do a full house tour of the new house that I purchased. I wanted to let you know what's going on next with us, and just wanted to answer your question. So for all of you guys that are joining us, you can drop a question if you have a question. And yeah, guys, I just bought this house, so I'm pretty happy about it. We're gonna go out a little bit later. I just got some 𝐬𝐻 installed everywhere as well in the backyard. So that is pretty cool. So let me show you my office, guys. So this is pretty much the kitchen. Pretty nice kitchen. And this is my office. So we got the book shelf. Little fireplace, fire stuff. And this is the computer spot. So pretty cool view. So it's in the Greater Montreal, Canada, guys. So basically in Montreal, Canada, close to Montreal, Canada. I don't know about gold price. People have been asking about gold price since 2016. I've been in the trading niche on Instagram literally since 2016, if it's not October 2015, where I started my Instagram. And people have been talking about gold. What is going to be the gold price? Is it going down? Is it going up? All the time. It's not a good pair to trade, to my opinion, because it's affected by so many fundamentals and so many stuff that you don't even know what is going on. And there's so much that it's like not a good thing to trade, in my opinion. So that's that. Got my little bedroom over here. Got a little bed jet. That's pretty cool. Can I put my... No, I can't put my flashlight. But I'm gonna show you a few pieces of my wardrobe next time. Got a few Versace in there. Few Versace piece. Versace is definitely my favorite brand. So pretty soon, guys, I'm gonna start, because we're already running a lot of pay advertising about Forex signals and stuff, and we already got a pretty good offer on our VIP Forex signals for you to get started. But I'm gonna bring my computer on my big screen, and I want to show you a little bit more about what we're teaching. About how to master the money game, because just to give you an example, guys, this house, I had to put 135,000 Canadian dollar down. So about 100,000 US dollar down. The reason why is because I had to have a private lender, and private lender, they're asking like 35% down payment. So I had to put a 35% down payment. So that's a lot of money. But even if you did not mess up your credit like me in the past, and let's say you got a pretty decent job and some good income coming in, to get a house, you're gonna need 20% down payment, right? Because if you get 5-10%, you can, but you're gonna have to pay like more fees and stuff, and more interest and stuff. So anyway, you need to save a lot of money, right? And that is the issue. That is the number one issue that I see literally I'm talking about USA, Canada, like the first world country. If you're in the third world country, I cannot do a lot about it because it's hard to produce income. So you clearly need to have an online business. You need to have a high income skill. I got an assistant that is from India. He's like 20 years old now, I think. And he's been making hundreds and then thousands per month just working for me alone. And he's working from his computer. He's living the laptop lifestyle that everybody wants to live. And he's been doing that since he was 18 years old. He's from India. And all he's been doing is basically being my assistant. And he started with like $200 per month like me. But right now he's making $2,500 US per month. And he brought his own assistant, which is paying, I think, $400 per month on that. So he's keeping like $2,000, $2,100, around $2,000 after PayPal fee. And he's basically answering her DM on Instagram. He's adding people into her VIP channel. He's editing a little bit of video for me. He's, doing a little bit of task for me. But most of it is support. And everyone can do that, right? So he's making 2,000 US. That's like pretty much what people are making at the minimum wage. Actually, it's more than that, right? I think it's more than minimum wage. So he's working from home. He's building a skill that he will be able to charge more in the future or get more gig or more like client or whatever, even though he's not going to do that because he's only working for me and I pay him enough that he's not going to go somewhere else. I can just give him more job if he wants more money. But you get the point, right? So I'm new to this market. And yeah, guys, the way I'm going to answer your question in like a minute or two. I don't want to get like, have too much question that I cannot answer all of them. But the reason why I'm saying that is because I want to help people make money, save money. Because we get people joining our VIP Forex signals and they quit after 1 month, after 2 months, after 3 months, if we're very lucky. And that's because they want to make so much money right now, right? They need so much money that they cannot even think properly about how to test the signals or they're going to quit because there's not enough signals. Well, who cares if there's not enough signals? If we make you as much money with 2 signals per week that another signals provider is sending 10, 15 signals per week, like there's something wrong in your brain because the reason why you're trading is to grow your capital. So if like you're going to be making, let's say $200 in a week, I'd rather have 2 trade than have to handle 15 trade to make $200 per week. But most people, they literally say the other way around. They like quit their Forex signals because they're like, there's not enough signals. Well, you got to think about it. Why do you want more signals? Because there's so much money hungry that they think that getting more signals equals to more money. And that's all they think about. More money, more money, more money, more money, more money. So instead of thinking about, hey, is this signals are profitable? So on the long run, I can have one account that is copying those signals and that I can grow my money. They're not thinking about that. They're like, shit, I cannot take my $200, $300, $400, $500 to like $1,500 this month and then $3,000, $4,000 in the next month and then get to $10,000 in like 3 or 4 months with a few $100s. And they're like, shit, like I cannot do that because they're making 150 pip per week. And 150 pip per week, if I risk like 5, 10% per trade, even on a super small account, you're making $100 per week. So even though like they're gonna do almost 100% per month or like 50%, right? They're gonna take their $400 account to 600 or to 800, still not gonna be enough. And they're gonna say, oh, on top of that, there's a $100, $150 monthly subscription fee. So I'm only making like $200, $300 per month instead of thinking about the long term. And the only reason why people think like that, that's because they need the money now. They want to make money now with the signals and take it, withdraw it right away, right? So they can, pay for their bills or pay for fancy stuff or live more comfortably. While instead, if they would treat that as an investment, right? Or an activity, an active activity to make your money grow, well, you know that you cannot always be taking out money and you need to be thinking rational. So I want to help people break this thing that we have in the richest country, in the wealthiest country in the world, in the history of the world, Canada, USA, that 76% of people live paycheck to paycheck, and more than 67% don't have $500 in their bank account. And guess what happened? When something happened like what just happened, they know so well about that they literally had to print trillions of dollars and give money to everyone. Because if they would have not done that, everybody would have literally went in the street and protest and went crazy. And then when you're really hungry and you need something, then you start really to think. Now, population, they're not thinking. They're never thinking, right? They're not thinking, right? They have their job, they have the politics, then you have the sports, and then you have social media. You don't have any time to think anymore. So that's how they control you, because when you cannot think for yourself, well, other people's thoughts are controlling you. So now they didn't want you guys to think for yourself, because if you would have think for yourself, you would have realized, oh shit, man, if the government print money just to give it to us because we were not even able in the richest country in the world, in the best time of the economy for years, to even save just a little bit of money as a business or as personal income, well, in hard time, guess what's going to happen? We're going to go bankrupt. And we're going to need some food. And if you start thinking about that, people would have been like, oh shit, I really need to take my finance in charge. I really need to start thinking more for myself. I really need to blah, 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 right? And then if people would have think like that, there would have been revolution, and their plan would have not worked. So they basically gave money so people don't think, right? So you gotta think and grow rich, right? I know this is a classic, and I'm not using that often because you always see network marketing people and MLM people, and I don't have nothing against that, but they always use that to sell. But think and grow rich, guys. If you don't know, this is the classic edition, but you probably more know Think and Grow Rich with this one, right? You probably saw hundreds of times already. So Think and Grow Rich, guys, this was made by Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill, basically this was in 1930s, something like that. It took him 15, 20, 25 years, something like that, to make this book. It was literally his life work. And what happened is that at the time, the wealthiest people in the world, J.P. Morgan, right? He asked Napoleon Hill, that was young, right? He was in his 20s. And he said, you're going to go and interview all the wealthiest people in the world, because J.P. Morgan was the wealthiest person in the world. So he had connection with everyone. And he said, you're going to go and interview all the wealthiest people in the world, and you're going to understand and write down how to become rich. And literally this little book is literally the resume of the wealthiest people in the world at that time, how to become rich. And it's called Think and Grow Rich. And not everything is in there, because when they realized all the information that was like given, they said like you cannot give that to the world, it's impossible. But like if you start like learning about thinking and grow rich, well, it's think and grow rich. So it's not just thinking, but there's the think part. So you gotta think. And then you have like Earl, who was it that said that? I think it was not Earl Nightingale, but not Earl Shaw as well. Maybe it was Earl Nightingale or his previous mentor. And he said like, he was asked like, what is the problem with men? And he said, men simply don't think. So if you just think a little bit more, guys, you realize that you need to save some money. You need to save some money. And this is one of the rules about Think and Grow Rich. So you should check out that book, Think and Grow Rich. There's also some audiobook on YouTube if you're really poor, or if you want to listen to it and not read it. So it's literally free and you can get it now. So there's no reason. And yeah, I'm not saying that it's the only thing. Like, guys, to be honest, I never read this book. Like, I listen to everyone that, like, all the people like Jim Rohn and Bob Proctor and Anthony Robbins talk about this book. So I know a lot about this book, but I personally never read this book myself. So you don't need that, because I made $1 million online with my online business. And, you know, I saved over $100,000 in 4 or 5 months to be able to buy this house. So you don't necessarily need to read the book, but start at least learning the principle and start learning from people like Earl Nightingale, like Bob Proctor, like Jim Rohn, because these people will teach you about that. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna get my little shake. I'm gonna answer your question, even though everyone is gone, because they don't want to think, right? So that's why they're gone. They don't want to listen, even if it's just 15-20 minutes, to someone like me, right? About how to become financially free and wealthy. They don't want to take 15-20 minutes to learn about that. Sir, I'm going to answer the question now. Sir, I'm new to this market, but always lost in signals. How to become a successful trader? Yeah. Well, it's a good question, but you know the answer, right? You know the answer. First of all, there's a few answers to that, right? So first of all, I hate to break it to you, but the way you're talking, okay, the way you're talking, it seems like you did not invest in yourself, okay? So what I'm guessing you're doing, because I've been in this space, I've been selling Forex signals since 2016, so I know this guy. Like, I know how people are acting. We had over 3,000 clients that have bought a VIP Forex signals. So you're probably like trying to go around and try to get the cheapest Forex signals. So like, you're not gonna get the $150 per month or the £100 per month one. You're gonna look out for like the $25 per month or even the $15 per month one. And you're gonna wonder why it's not working, right? Well, if their price is so cheap, that's because they're not really making a lot of money, and there's like everything that is like quality in life, it costs more. So if you want quality Forex signals, you gotta pay more. Now, if you're inner signals, which I don't know if you're inner signals, it comes with a free introduction course. And believe it or not, that free introduction course, it's like not only teaching you how to use our Forex signals, but there's way more about like how to build your wealth and stuff. And it's literally free. And most people, I would say 75% of the people that get our signals don't even take the time to get the free introduction course and learn about to properly take the signals and stuff. So anyway, I basically explained also earlier why people are not successful with the signals. So I basically answer your question about that. What happened with your other page, man? So you're talking about 𝐉𝐨𝐲 Entrepreneur. I sold that page for $100,000 US. And yeah, that page is sold. King Greeny said, "Congrats, thanks a lot. Love from India. Love the expo, mate. Awesome. Much love, India. Much love to the expo as well. Hey, keep up the post, helping everyone." Hey, guys. Oh, yeah, I want to answer everyone's question, but I'm going to say about the question, because I know if I get off this live and if I just like reconnect, there's going to be way more than 10 people. So I'm going to see if I can go through the question real quick and reconnect. When a wise person talking, keep your mouth closed. Thanks a lot, man. That's really, really true. Near Point Claire, born and raised. Nice, man. Which part of Canada? Greater Montreal, so Quebec. Much love to India. My personal IG, I just changed the name. It's Pay with Joe. It's Pay with Joe and 𝐉𝐵𝐴 Entrepreneur. I'm going to show you that a little bit. What is the safe account amount to start with? $2,000 is fine. I just answered that yesterday in my Q&A with my support, so they should have a great answer for you if you ask them. But $2,000 is really fine, and the thing is, like, you should start with what you're comfortable with, and you're not gonna be risking everything, so that's cool, right? So you can be risking just a little bit, even if you get a $2,000 account. So you're always in control of your risk. So if you can't, go with 2,000. If you cannot, all right, perfect. I actually went through all the comments. There were not that much. So I'll just like log off real quick, and there should be more people when we get back, and I'm gonna try to answer your question and show you a few stuff on the computer. Besides trading, what other sources of income would you recommend? Stay tuned. I'm gonna go back on a live in 2 minutes. I'm gonna start by answering that question. Besides trading, what other source of income would you recommend? So stay tuned for the next live.